Hi, this is the setup video for the Testimonial slider plugin, which I will be installing on a Squarespace 7.1 site. Now the first step is to download the zip and unzip the contents or extract the files from the zip into their own folder. And it should look like this. I'm using a Mac, and once you do that, just open the instructions.html file and you'll see what I'm looking at right here. Now once you've done that, the first step is to upload the JavaScript file that's included and the CSS file that's included. That's .js and .css. Let's go ahead and do that. Now to do that, you're going to click on the plus sign next to not linked. Click on link, and you're going to click on the gear icon. Now what this does is it opens up the link editor, which allows us to now upload files to the site. Now once you're here, you can click upload file, or you can simply drag and drop the JavaScript and CSS file. As you can see, I've already done that here, so I'm not going to do it again. And when you've done that, you can simply hit close and close. There's no need to hit save, as we're not actually creating a link. We just needed to upload the files. Alright, now that those files have already been uploaded, I'm going to copy this code here, and step 2, I'm going to paste this in the code injection, the site-wide code injection. So to do that, you go to Settings, Advanced, Code Injection, and scroll down to Footer, and you paste that code here. And once you've done that, you can hit Save. Definitely want to save that. And then now we are ready to set up our testimonials. Now the way you do this, if you keep scrolling, the way you do this is we're going to use a blog collection to store all of our testimonial content, and then I'm going to use another piece of code in order to actually place our slider wherever we want it on the site. All right, so I have created a blog collection here called Testimonials, and let's look at it. I just use the default style. The style doesn't matter, but what matters is how we do this. So I'm going to click edit, and the title of the blog post doesn't matter. We can just call this Testimonial 1. Your users aren't going to see this, but what they will see is the first heading, and you can use heading 1, 2, or 3, and this is basically your author of whatever the testimonial is. You can see this green section, right? If you make this heading 1, 2, or 3, this is going to be your author. And then below that, using any kind of paragraph style font, this is the actual testimonial. All right. Hopefully that's not too confusing. So let's say I have 3 testimonials, right? Let's go to edit this one. This is the blog post title, which doesn't matter, but we do need to have, let's see who this is by. Let's say this is by Sarah, and I'm going to make this heading 2, and below this would be our, this would be Sarah's testimonial. Now I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to back out of this, and now we're ready to place our slider somewhere. So if you keep scrolling, I'm going to copy this code here. You can see I set the autoplay. You can turn it off if you want. And there's also a option here, and this is where you specify the blog URL that you're pulling the content from. Now because I named this testimonials as the default, I don't need to change anything, but let's say I created a collection for this and I called it reviews instead. If I called it reviews, then I would need to go here and I would need to call this reviews as well. All right. Okay, so I'm going to copy this code, and wherever I place this code is where my slider is going to show up. So I'll create a blank page and add page content. I'm going to add a code block. Whoa. Blank. Okay, now I'm going to add a code block. And I'm going to paste this and hit apply. And now I'm going to hit save. And you can see it has now reloaded with my testimonials. Now you don't see anything under Sarah because there's a bit of a cache. There's a 5-minute cache before that updates. But you can see how it looks here. Now maybe you're saying, okay, well, I don't want to have, three testimonials like this in a column form, and I don't want Bob's name to be above his testimonial. We're gonna do some tweaks to change that. So if you keep scrolling, here's how you customize it. All right, so you can go through each of the options here, and I want just one slider item. Looks like I may have done this already. So because I've already made a couple of customizations here, you can see I've set the width and the height. I'm just going to hit download. And what that does is it downloads a new CSS file with my customizations. And I'm going to go back over to the file, link, and I'm going to delete the previous CSS file. Going to delete that. And I've just uploaded the new one. Now you'll notice it says testimonial slider, and I've got some extra characters here. I've got the 2 in the parentheses. I'm just going to delete that. Okay, there we go. And hit cancel, because again, there's no need to save. We're not creating a link. And then now if I reload my page, you can see now I have one testimonial here, which is what I wanted. All right. So this is how you set up the plugin, how you make it work. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, support@sqsbthemes.com. Have fun with it. You can play around with a lot of the customizations there. And that's pretty much it. All right. Take care. Bye.